Hi there, I'm Amy Connell. Welcome to Graced Health, the podcast for women who want simple and grace-filled ways to take care of themselves and enjoy a little chocolate in the process. I'm a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach who wants you to know your eating, movement, and body don't have to be perfect. You just need to be able to do what you're called to do. This is another Ask the Trainer episode where I answer questions you may have about your eating, movement, and how they work together in about 5 minutes. And they haven't been 5 minutes lately, and I'm sorry, but I do try and keep it short. Okay, today's question is, what can I do if a workout left me exhausted? Today's episode is brought to you by Amy, who has experienced the same thing recently. I typically know my limits, and I found myself in a situation recently where I did 2 really intense workouts back to back. I knew better than this, but I was trying to take advantage of a really pretty, sunny, warm winter day, and I wanted to get out when it was there, and I had already had a tough workout the day before, and I paid for it, and I was so exhausted. And I think that probably I'm not the only one. Maybe, but probably not. So if you are finding yourself just totally tuckered out after a workout, here are a couple things that you can do. First of all, drink your water. Drink your water, drink your water, drink your water. You're probably dehydrated more than you think you are. Obviously, use your urine as a guide. If it is anything darker than lemonade colored, then you need to be drinking more. And even in the wintertime, we may sweat more than we think we do. So that is absolutely the first thing that, the first line of defense. I guess, is it defense or offense here? I don't even know, but that's the first thing to do is drink plenty of water. Another thing to try is foam rolling. Now, there are a lot of different ways and a lot of different theories out there on foam rolling, and I'm still just trying to put it all together. So it's hard for me to recommend a particular one, but go on YouTube. This is what I recommend. Airrosti, Airrosti, is a really fantastic nationwide medical provider. It is where they basically, their thing is we fix pain fast. And I love working with them when I get hurt, because I do, but they will go in there, they'll listen to you, they'll do some assessments, they'll do some like manual manipulation on you, which yes, it does hurt, but then they'll oftentimes give you some foam rolling to do. So Airrosti is a really great place to go and do a little research on what you need to foam roll. If you've had a tough run, then go do that. If you've had if you've overdone it with an upper body workout, you can foam roll your upper body. So that's another one. And a third thing to consider when you have totally overdone it is make sure you have fueled well. Back in my running days when I was running a lot, this was not uncommon. I would get up on a Saturday morning and I would head out for a long run. Now, I've never done anything more than a half marathon. So this is like, there are people out there who run 50 miles and I'm just not one of them. But for me, like 8, 9, 10, anything above that, mileage wise, that was a long run for me. And then I would come home and you get this little halo effect, right? You're like, oh, well, I just ran 9.8 miles, so I can eat whatever I want. I mean, that's a good time to add in a treat on top of a really nourishing meal that will refuel your body well. Just because you have a workout that left you exhausted doesn't give you, let's just say this. I love the scripture that says, just because it's permissible doesn't mean it's beneficial. And I can't think about where that is. But just because you can, and just because you burned a lot of calories doing whatever it was, doesn't mean it's going to be beneficial for you. So I encourage you to identify that treat, identify something that you're like, yes, this will, give me that little, yay, me, I did it. But at the same time, have your soup, have your salad, have your something that has a lot of vegetables and, lean protein and healthy fats and all of that kind of stuff. Okay. So those are, I'm sure you're not surprised to hear. Another thing to consider is magnesium. Magnesium helps control the contraction of our muscles. And I have found when I overdo it, or just if I'm working out outside a lot during the summer, when I sweat a lot, my muscles get twitchy. And by that, I mean, I'll be laying in bed, I'll be drifting off to sleep, and my legs will just kind of do this really quick twitch and wake me up. And then I'm awake for another 20 minutes because I got 10 seconds of sleep, and it's this horrible cycle. So I will supplement with magnesium. I love the Natural Calm brand. The other thing you can do is take a bath with Epsom salts, and that is a very natural way of getting that magnesium. Epsom salts have magnesium in it. So your skin, which is an organ, will absorb the magnesium and use it in the way that will help, replenish your muscles with that, and so that they're not just totally overdone. One other thing to consider is if your workout left you totally exhausted and you love doing that, maybe do it just for a shorter amount of time. If you love running or spinning or indoor cycling, spinning is a branded name, so I can't say that, or bike or swimming or any of the things, and a 45-minute workout of that just leaves you totally spent for the rest of the day, do the same workout and try it in 25 minutes and just see how that goes. And if it's not enough, then the next time you can do it again. But particularly if you're doing some high intensity stuff, as a trainer, I don't want you doing any high intensity workouts more than about 25 minutes. And that includes a warm up and cool down. We'll get into that another time. And if you want to learn more about high intensity, go back to season 1 and listen to the episode all on HIIT training, high intensity interval training. But no one needs to be doing HIIT training for 45 minutes of true HIIT training. I know that there's some out there and they'll kind of go up and down. That's another conversation for another day. But for today, I'll just say if your workout left you feeling exhausted, consider pulling it back a little bit and not doing it as long. Okay, that is all for today. Go out there and have a great day.